out of that game.
And we're going to talk about this for the next game because Romario, or as I like to call Ibarra Jr., was injured. Our favorite guy got to come into the starting lineup for this last night's game.
Yeah, we'll leave him unnamed until we actually talk about him.
When I saw the lineup last night on TV, I almost texted you. I knew you were at the game, so I didn't want to text. But I was texting and said, "Hey, look who's in the starting lineup! Ooh, our favorite dude's back in."
Yeah,
and he's been gone. This is his first game in 6 games, I think.
Yeah, I think that's probably what.
Yeah.
He's definitely a lone player that I don't see coming back. But anyway, quick stats.
Oh, Dave's not here though. We can't do any.
Dave's not here. That's right. We're just gonna leave you in the dark with the stats. We edged out the shots. I didn't put the numbers down. I think it was 13-10. 18-15. I think it was. Shots on goal, we won 2-1. I mean,
yeah, we had a lot of shots on goal.
A lot of shots on goal. Almost all of them came in the
first half.
First half, of course.
Yep.
Corners were nearly 2-1 again. Almost all of it came in the first half. Passing was actually really low. I went back through a few other games and we did not pass much, and we were at 71%, which isn't great, but it's not terrible.
No.
And I didn't check on Portland's passing. I think it was mid-70s.
Sure.
So, I think Mario and Romario and Darwin were on Team of the Week.
Yep.
Which was pretty cool. And Darwin had the Audi scoring index top.
Yes, he did.
Which was insane. It was like 1,390 some points or something like that.
Yeah, and we're missing Dave, so I'm going to say number 2 in the Audi index was who do you think it was? Who do you think number 2 was in the Audi index? I'm just going to throw a name out there because Dave's not here to say.
I think it was. If I had to guess, it was probably Joseph Martinez.
You think so?
I could be wrong about that.
I'm going to say it was Alexi Lawless. I'm just going to say that. Put that on the record. Well, Dave's not here. I don't know.
Maybe it was Landon Donovan.
It could have been Landon Donovan. I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah.
No idea.
I mean, especially since how arbitrary the Audi index is. It could be pretty much anybody.
Yeah.
Could have been John.
Yeah, it could have been John Andruski.
Yeah.
And this is why I miss Dave, because he'd be here throwing us all this information that we have
exactly.
no idea what's going on, but he knows what's going on. So, we won last week. We are still in the playoff hunt.
Right. And
still there.
I decided to be a little proactive on our Twitter account.
I saw that, yes.
And I tweeted out that we were, for anyone who thinks we're still in the playoff hunt, who wants to think we're in the playoff hunt.
Yes.
This game last night was do or die. It had to be a win.
Huge, yeah.
Because it's already, the analogy I used was, it's already Mount Denali in terms of a mountain to climb.
Yes.
If we lost last night, it was going to be Mount Everest.
Yes, it was.
Quite honestly, it's probably more like Mount Everest anyway.
Yeah.
But, last night was a do or die win.
So let's set up last night's game. So, do or die win. No Bob, no Maximiano,
no
Romario. So, 3 guys were missing, okay?
Yep.
Out of those 3 guys, Romario is, of course, probably the biggest of those 3 guys, I would say.
Yeah, because we've survived without our number 6s.
Yeah. And I would say Bob and Maximiano are kind of in between. But again, we talked about not having number 6.
Right.
So we knew the lineup last night was going to be completely changed over.
Yep.
So last night comes, and I see the lineup, and our buddy Alexi Gomez is starting. And I'm going, oh, here we go. This is going to be a loss because Gomez is in there, and he's going to do something stupid, and we're going to lose this game. And we've got... in the midfield, we had, Warner and... who's the other? Schuler. Yeah, we had those 2 sitting there. So Warner started out, and I thought for sure, I was like, this is not going to be good. This is not a lineup that has played together in this form.
Right, in quite a while. Yeah.
So I'm going, this is not going to be a good thing.
Yeah, the nice thing that I saw was Jerry was back. Mm-hmm. He came back and he got injured right away. Completely different injury.
Yeah.
So then he missed again. And so he was back. I really liked the fact that, again, Calvo was at left back. Mm-hmm. I tweeted this out as well, that the dude's actually pretty good at left back.
He is, yep.
And, he said openly that he doesn't like playing at left back.
Too bad.
But the dude's a left back.
Too bad.
I mean, the reality is, I know he likes being a center back, but he's too technically skillful to be wasted at a center back.
Exactly right.
He's not big enough to be a center back.
And we needed that last night because he was playing behind Gomez.
Yeah.
So we needed that.
Yeah, he's got the defensive savvy to be on the back line. Mm-hmm. But he's just not a center back. Mm-hmm. And so, playing in front of a guy like Gomez, or last week, a guy like Romario, who is strong. Well, actually, I guess last week he wasn't. Romario was up top.
Yeah.
But in normal circumstances, a guy like Romario, who would be more prone to be offensive.
Yes.
Gomez is, I guess, prone to be offensive.
What was that? Prone to be offensive? What was that? Okay.
I mean, if you have to pick or choose, the lesser of two evils, I guess, offensive.
Okay. All right.
So, that's where he belongs. He belongs on the left, where he doesn't need to be terribly defensive.
Yes.
Because it's the fullback spot. They get to be a little bit more offensive. Yeah. But he's also offensive. So, I mean, how many center backs do you see who can charge through the box with the ball at his feet, 360? I know there's a term for that. I can't think of what it is. 360 with the ball right at his foot. Mm-hmm. Go around a player, do maybe a crossover, and get a shot off. Center backs don't do that.
No, they don't.
And Calvo can do that on a pretty regular basis.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I'm describing a particular play last season. Mm-hmm. And he's done it before. I mean, the dude can play. And he doesn't belong at center back. So it's fantastic to see him at left back because I think it really works with his skill set.
And even at left back, he can still get up there offensively. He did last night.
Yeah.
He got up there offensively a couple times and made some passes and did some things. And it's great. At center back, you really can't do that.
Yeah, you got to stay home.
You got to stay home because just in case something breaks down, you got to be back there.
Yep. And I mean, that's why it's worked with him when we did the 3-5-2. It worked because he was that third center back.
Sure.
So again, he could roam forward.
He could roam.
There
he gets a
two
roamer.
Center backs.
Yeah, he could be roaming. Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, that was another positive for me. I really like Schuler, and he gets left out when we're doing the 2-6s.
Yeah.
And obviously you're not supposed to be doing 2-6s, but I get it. Max has been trying to develop over the season. Bob's brand new, so it makes sense to have both of them.
Yep.
I don't blame Heath for being apprehensive about that at all. But so I think Schuler's going to be here next year.
Yes.
Because he's still young and he's got some good talent. So I like to see him back out. I was ecstatic that Ibsen wasn't in the lineup.
I was surprised.
I was too.
I mean, you lost Max and Bob. I thought for sure that means Ibsen's going to be in there somewhere.
Well, yeah, you lose two Brazilians, you got to make it up for one at least.
Yeah, but Ibsen was on the bench.
Yeah, I was surprised by that. Ecstatic though. Otherwise, Angelo was obviously injured. He, came in as a sub against Portland.
Yeah.
So it was his first start, which was good. Mm-hmm. First start back, I should say. So that was good. But overall, I'm with you. Alexi Gomez was terrifying.
That was not good.
And I don't think he belayed any of our fears.
No, he was terrible.
I think he was pretty much exactly the player we thought he was.
Yeah, so we go into last night's game thinking it's going to be potentially a shit show.
Right.
Goat Rodeo. We're playing New York FC. They've already locked in their playoff spot,
yeah.
but they're still trying for home pitch advantage.
Right, yeah.
So they do have something to play for.
Yeah.
But we are at home, and we looked at the stats before we even started this podcast. We're 10-4-1 at home.
Yeah.
Okay? We're 1-12 and 2 on the road. So when we're playing at home, we got a chance. We have a good chance.
Yeah.
So I was a little bit 50-50 on this game last night. So we go into this game, and what minute did we hit our first goal? Was that 19th minute?
Yeah, the 19th minute was first goal.
Yeah, 19th minute, first goal. So, of course, Darwin sets it up.
Yeah.
He's at midfield. Well, he's in the box. Was he in the box?
Well,
it's just outside the box.
Yeah.
Nice pass over to Ibarra.
Yep.
Who then crosses it in to Angelo on a dime.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It was Darwin-esque.
And the pace was really good, too.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Yeah.
And Angelo heads it in for a flipping goal.
Right. And it was a perfect setup. It was perfect cross. It was, obviously, I think anyone could have headed that in. Of course,
at that point, the New York FC started calling offsides. They were all, it was offside, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
They did the replay. He was perfect. He was there.
Well, and what's even worse is it wasn't even close to offside. I mean, Angelo was at least 2 yards back. And I put it in my notes, and John and I were talking about this at the game, is if Sean Johnson had played goalie instead of whining for an immediate offsides, he may have had a better play on that cross. Mm-hmm. I mean, because Johnson stayed on his line, and so that he created a huge lane for that ball to go through. And you could tell from the very moment that cross was going, he was looking offside.
Yep.
Had he just played like you're supposed to, he could have stepped off the line and it easily snatched that ball.
And we're going to get into the New York FC goalie a little bit later on because the whole game, he was chirping at the refs.
Oh, yeah.
The whole game.
He almost got a yellow card.
So, of course, we go up 1-0, and I'm still kind of 50-50 on this.
Right.
I'm saying we scored a goal, but guess what happens when we get leads? We go into turtle mode, and we stop playing.
Right.
And so, but in this case, the pace was still great for the Loons. I mean, they were still making plays, passes, everything like that.
Their countering was pretty easy.
So then we get into what was it?
It was the 38th.
38th minute when which was an incredible play.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the announcers are talking about that 99 out of 100 times on that type of play, you're not going to get the ball. 1 out of 100 you are, and this was 1 out of 100. I mean, the defender made a bad pass back, trying to get it back to the goalie.
Yeah.
And Angelo saw it and said, I can get to this pass. And he got it, deked out the goalie, went in for a little, just a little tapper in.
Yeah.
Scored the goal.
Yeah, and I actually blame their center back, Sebastian, I can't say his name. I think it's Ibega.
Abega?
Yeah.
Abega. Yeah.
And because when Sweat got the ball on the left, on the left wing, Ibega was pointing back to Johnson. Mm-hmm. He was telling Sweat to pass it back. Mm-hmm. And I don't think he should have passed it back.
No, I don't think so either.
But the problem was not only did he pass back, he barely even hit the thing.
No, he tapped it.
I mean, he was trickling.
Yeah, it's hello.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's I had somebody suggest to